Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello precious people, the Honorable of English lecturer, Miss Heny and all of my beloved friends. I am Heny Maghfiana you can call me Heny, student of Radio Diagnostic and Radiotherapy Engineering from class 1C. In this good occasion, I will share about the exposure indicator. What is the exposure indicator? The exposure indicator in digital imaging is a numeric value that is representative of the exposure that the image receptor has received. The exposure indicator may also be called the sensitivity number. The exposure indicator depends on the dose of the radiation that strikes the receptor. It is a value that is calculated from the effect of milliampere second, the KV, the total receptor area irradiated, and the object exposed, such air, metal implants, patient anatomy. Milliampere, the time of exposure, and kilovoltage can cause density increase. The density of radiograph refers to the degree or gradation of the child of radiograph. In this slide, we can see three radiographs. Do you know about the difference in the appearance of the pictures? Picture 1 shows low exposure indicator indicates underexposure with noisy undesirable image. Picture 2 shows example of desirable exposure with acceptable exposure indicator. Picture 3 shows high exposure indicator indicates overexposure. In the exposure indicator, we know about the underexposure and overexposure. Underexposure is an underexposed radiograph means there was less penetration of the X-ray beam through the patient's tissues. This results in an X-ray image that looks overly white or light compared to a properly exposed radiograph. An overexposure usually means the X-ray beam was too powerful and that a larger percentage of X-ray passed through the patient's tissues to reach the film or plate. For example, if the range for an acceptable image for certain examination is 150 to 250, a value greater than 250 would indicate underexposure and a value less than 150 would indicate overexposure. Checking the exposure indicator is key in verifying the acceptable quality digital radiographic image have been obtained with the least possible dose to the patient. If the exposure indicator is outside the recommended range for the digital system, the image may still appear acceptable when viewed on the monitor of the technologist's workstation. The monitor the technologist uses to view the image typically provides lower resolution than is provided by the radiologist's reporting workstation. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. I would like to apologize if there is a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ilal liqa.